Hey Westlight, today I wanted to talk about the COVID-19 conversation that we have to have with our coworkers and our friends and our family. And what makes these conversations so difficult is one, we're talking about something that really matters to us, our health and our safety. And two, when we talk about things that really matter to us, there's a lot of emotions that come with that. And three, we're talking with people who have different perspectives and opinions and ways of solving these problems. And four, some of us have learned tools to help us have these difficult conversations, but many of us haven't. And five, sometimes when we talk about COVID-19, we're really not talking about COVID-19. And six, it's really hard to have these kinds of conversations with people we're close to because we don't want to disappoint them. I really hate disappointing people. As difficult as these conversations are, we really need to face one another. We need to confront one another, which means going face to face and having these conversations. But it's not enough just to have these conversations. We really need to embrace these conversations and understand the value and how good it is and how good can come from it. And so when we face and embrace, what is the result? It's shalom. I know, it would have been cool if I could think of a word that rhymed with face and embrace, but I can't. Shalom is the kind of life that God desired for us to have, a life of connecting with one another in love, with authenticity, and in healthy ways. It's the kind of a life that we would call at Westlight experiencing heaven together. And so here are some tools to help us to face and embrace, which equals shalom. The first step is to start the conversation by letting the person know that you are for them. You love them, you care about them, you want what's best for them. Second is to state the problem clearly and concisely. And that can be simply as, you know what, we're getting together this weekend and I have some concerns about how we're going to be together in a way that we both feel good about. So three is to take responsibility and own your part of the situation. And so maybe you've been judgy or critical, or you've been teasing this person and how they've been living out their COVID life, and own that and apologize for that. And then is to hear their side. Say, you know what, maybe I've been judgy and critical, but tell me more about what you're experiencing. Tell me more about how you're feeling about this, because there may be information that you don't know. So hopefully you'll be able to collaborate or compromise or even agree to disagree, which is totally fine and understandable, and honor one another's boundaries and know what you will and will not tolerate. And finally, at the end of the conversation, convey that you are for them, like affirm the relationship. And so that might be, look, man, we had this tough conversation and it was uncomfortable, but I want you to know that I'm glad we had it and I love you. Or I'm glad we had it and I'm glad that we're walking away on the same team. And then finally, if you always get to follow up that conversation, maybe 24 or 48 hours later, and just say, hey, I was just wondering how you're feeling, or if you had any other thoughts that you wanted to share. So face and embrace equals shalom. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be scary. We're not going to do it perfectly the first time. It's going to take practice. So we're going to have to practice these steps, but they are really helpful. And I feel like we're going to have a lot of opportunities to practice. But the one who is peace, right? The Prince of Peace has this hope and desire for us to experience peace, even in the midst of this pandemic. And so I pray that we would be able to participate in that God would give us the grace and courage to face and embrace, so that we can experience this shalom, this hope of shalom that God has for us, that He designed from the very beginning. Thank you so much for listening. And next we will have as I promised, the results of the summer movie voting.
With over 1,100 votes, we have the final numbers of what movies we're going to be talking about during the summer movie series. Now, if you look at this graph right here, you'll see that Crazy Rich Asians just was by far the #1 movie. And then coming in second place, a far second place, is Inception. So these are the first two movies we're going to be talking about. So those are the results for the old movies that you guys voted for. Now, when it comes to new movies, it's very interesting. Take a look at these results. Now, as you can see, in the first few days, the numbers were almost even. But then all of a sudden, somebody started voting for Onward, and then it just shot up to number one. But then it kind of lost steam. Now watch this. Just Mercy had a steady growth in his number one, but Onward and Jojo Rabbit ended up tying. So we had to decide, are we going to go with Jojo Rabbit or are we going to go with Onward? Now when we looked at the other movies, we realized that we didn't really have any kid-friendly movies. So that's what we're going to go with. As far as Jojo Rabbit goes, I'll make a quick 5-minute Dear Westlight video so that you guys can enjoy that on one of those Wednesdays. All right, anyways, thank you so much for voting. I hope you guys enjoy this series as much as we will. God bless.